Okay, so check this out. Everybody who's into PCs these days knows what overclocking is. I mean, it's become a household word. And things weren't always that way. And for modest overclocking, that's a totally cool thing. But extreme overclocking, honestly, that's just posturing, and guys like Fugger, Kingpin, High Cookie, sorry if I forgot your name, it's totally irrelevant to the video, but those guys are doing things that is completely irrelevant to 99.9% of the users out there. And that's what the point of today's video is. So let's talk tech. And just real quick before we hop into today's video, this video today is partially sponsored by the Anker Nano. The new Anker Nano was designed for the iPhone 12, but the Nano can charge a wide range of USB-C devices, including your Android phone. And it does this at 3 times the speed of your older 5-watt charger. And with a quick 15-minute charge, you can listen to up to 8 hours of music or an hour and a half of TV or movies. Anker's latest technology uses a stacked design with custom magnetic components to reduce size and increase efficiency and improved heat dissipation. So if you want your devices charged super fast, check out the new Anker Nano. Plus, the Nano is also 50% smaller than its predecessor, so it fits right into your pocket. For those of you out there who have been following my career for a long time, you guys know that motherboards.org was the very first tech site that ever existed. If you don't believe me, go look at the Wayback Machine and you'll see what I'm talking about. I preceded everybody in the industry. And I was doing overclocking, and my nickname for the first 12 years of my career was Doc Overclock. In fact, I built the entire start of my career on overclocking. I was doing the pencil trick, taking the Pentium 300, turning it to 450, all kinds of stuff back in the day with overclocking. Every motherboard I got, every video card I got, I did a little bit of overclocking. But then things started to change and evolve. And I started noticing that people were doing crazy things like using LN2 and adding capacitors to their cards that never existed. And something you guys probably don't know, many of you probably do, is that these guys are provided all of their parts for free. Absolutely, utterly free. Which means they can sit there and, go on there and get their bragging rights and overclock this CPU using all kinds of methods that you and me would never be able to do at home. At all. Now, moderate overclocking is a great thing and many people do it. In fact, AMD and their motherboards and memory has become really susceptible to great overclocking results. And that's a totally cool, positive thing. It's the same thing with video cards as well. Doing minor overclocking is an absolutely great thing, but when you start pushing your hardware to the point where you're going to blow up your CPU or GPU just to get a few more frames per second, that doesn't make any sense, especially in the way that the economy is now, and video cards and high-end CPUs are overtly high priced, and it's just crazy to get a hold of them. So do you really want to destroy your equipment for trying to push the limits past what any kind of technical spec even ever said? I'm sure that you don't want to. So that's why I really feel like these guys that go out there and do this extreme overclocking stuff, it's just really posturing. It really is. I mean, what does it really matter what these guys do? I mean, I don't care at all. In the beginning, I kind of checked it out. And I was cool. I've been to a bunch of events with all kinds of different overclockers. And when I saw what they were doing, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, do you really want to do this? Because honestly, my entire career, I've been focused on working with the public, trying to educate the public and learn myself at the same time, because I'm no genius. I'm just a guy just like you guys, always constantly learning. But when it came to the point where, it was somebody like saying, yes, hey, I took my PC and I took it to the farthest ice or glacier at the South Pole of the country and got great overclocking results. What the f does that even mean to any of us? It doesn't mean anything. So these guys who are doing this stuff, they get all their parts for free. It doesn't matter what they burn up. And the results that they're getting are never going to happen for me or you at all, just period. So I don't even see the point in watching their videos, you know? I mean, when a guy like Tony Hawk goes out and he does his stunts, extreme sports, he's using his body and he's a talented person doing this. It doesn't really take too much effort to pour LN2 or liquid nitrogen stuff into a little cup and change some settings. The CPU that you have and you're working with, that is what is really the hero of the day, because, you know, if Intel or AMD provides a CPU to these guys and they hit something that makes a record, well then that's totally cool, you know? But I don't even consider it the same thing as a guy who does extreme sports, because a surfer, a skateboarder, a motorcycle guy, any of these guys are actually doing that themselves. They're using their body and their talent to get where they're at. And we all look at them and we're like, wow, these guys are awesome. And that's cool, because guess what? They are awesome because they can do this stuff. I do not find the value of these overclocker guys to be any value whatsoever. They're not doing anything but pushing the limits of a product. So, you know, I don't know. To me, it's just nothing but posturing and wagging, saying, oh, hey, look, I can do this. But to me and you, extreme overclocking is not only, I think, a toxic thing to do, it's totally, utterly crazy. Do you want to really ruin your equipment? No, you don't. And there's no gamer at his house who's sitting there while he's gaming with an LN2 tank behind him. I'm sure there's probably somebody out there, but like I said, 99.9% of the users out there in the world are never going to do this. Never going to do this, ever. And nowadays, simple overclocking has become so easy. You pretty much just go in, change a few settings, make sure you got really fast memory, and you're good to go. As long as you've got some good cooling, some good airflow, you can get decent results. But you're not gonna go and install an LN2 tank at your house and be doing that stuff while you're gaming. For one thing, how are you expecting to frag and get that headshot if you're constantly pouring LN2 in and worrying about the overclocking aspect of it? You really can't. And that's my point. Extreme overclocking, sure, there are gonna be some people who go out there and they watch it and they think it's really cool, and that's totally cool. But like I said, for just about everybody else on the planet at home, that extreme overclocking means absolutely nothing. And personally, like I said, I feel it's nothing but posturing. It means nothing in the real world. What does it really mean? I mean, really, I want to see your guys' comments down below, like always. I love your guys' comments. So please comment down below and let me know what you guys think. But I think that extreme overclocking is nothing like extreme sports. It's just posturing, saying, hey, oh look, this CPU got that. So who really is the win there? I mean, when Fugger goes and he overclocks a CPU and he gets that CPU to whatever speed it is, isn't that really just the CPU that's being the winner of the day? Because essentially that's what he's doing. He's making that CPU overclock. So it's the product actually, I feel, not the person so much that's doing it. But with extreme sports, when you see Tony Hawk go out and he does a stunt on his skateboard, that motherfucker is doing it himself. He is doing it. He is the talent. I do not see that crossing over to extreme overclocking. These are guys who get sponsored. They get all their parts for free. So it doesn't matter what they do with it. It doesn't matter if they blow it up. It doesn't matter if they burn it up, because they're just given another one to move about their day. Do you get that option? Do I get that option? The answer is no, we don't. So therefore, extreme overclocking is nothing but posturing to the common layman using their PC. I'm a gamer, you're a gamer. A few frames per second with a mild overclock that's not gonna blow my computer up is the absolute best way to go. And there are so many tutorials and people out there doing this kind of stuff this day that it's really become common. I mean, even the latest NVIDIA cards come with their own built-in software for doing overclocking. This is something that you really never saw back in the day. In fact, back earlier in the day, when you were doing overclocking and stuff with their cards, and I'm talking about Intel, AMD, all these guys, they were like, no frackin' way. If you overclock it, your warranty's over, it's done. That's the way things were. And anybody my age who's been doing this knows what I'm talking about. Nowadays though, it's a completely different ball of wax. These companies nowadays actually support you with doing at-home overclocking. But I guarantee you, If you go over and you call NVIDIA and say, hey man, I just put a bunch of LN2 on my video card and my video card broke up, they're gonna tell you, piss off. You voided the warranty, it's done. But using any of the software overclocking, completely supported. And most of the time, if you screw your card up with those things, you'll get your warranty and you'll be fine. Because I think that they have limiters inside there which keep you from pretty much blowing up or burning up your system. Every company out there, Asus, Gigabyte, MSI, EVGA, you guys all know have their different types of overclocking software for their video cards, which means that they support that type of overclocking as it's being shipped to you. They do not, however, support anybody on extreme overclocking whatsoever. So at the end of the day, yeah, those extreme overclocking guys get some cool stuff, but like I said, it's just posturing and completely worthless to all of us. So peace out. Let me hear your guys' thoughts down below. And also, if you guys have some cool, overclocking stories that you've done with your computer without all this crazy stuff, come on. Tell us your story down below. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing and success stories that you guys have had with your overclocking. Now, like usual, if you like my video and you like my style, hey, please sub the channel. Make sure you share and like the video, and I'll see you guys back here for more tech. Also, all codes that you see from your CD keys are not only guaranteed by them, you have my personal guarantee that if there's any problems, if you can't get your money back from them, I will give you your money back. You have my word. But so far, every problem that's ever occurred has been resolved with no issues and no problems. And if you want to support the site and you don't have any money, I have a link down below for Amazon Prime. You can try Amazon Prime for 30 days, see if you like it. Just use my link and they give me a few bucks and it helps keep the channel around. And for a single $1, I have a Patreon site. Sorry to push that stuff, guys. Just, I want to survive just like anybody else. So peace out, leave your comments, and let's talk some more tech tomorrow.